Hey, you guys, it's Amanda. Give me 1 second. Here we go. In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon is past its prime, when the sparrows lost in singing. Okay, as you're joining, say hello. If you don't know me, I am Amanda Heisman. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Jonna. Hey, Jonna. I am jumping on super impromptu. I wasn't planning on going live here on my page, but too many things confirmed something for me today, so I had to come on and talk about it. And if my caption is a little jumbled, it's because I'm going to unravel it as I talk about it. And the energy that's going on right now is really interesting. So, hey girl, hey again. I'm saying hey again to these ladies because they're over in my intuitive eating group. You guys are welcome to join that free support group if you like. It's an awesome place to be. I do monthly channeling. We talk all about intuitive eating. We help each other in our health journeys. But if you don't know me yet, now you do. I am Amanda Heisman. I am a nutrition channel and an embodiment coach, an intuitive eating teacher. I help women create joyful and easy relationship with food, body, and self by kind of unlearning cultural conditioning and relearning the energy of nourishment, kind of releasing diet and restriction mentality and stepping into that energy of vitality and nourishment, which is really open and divine and free and sacred and our birthright, right? Sacred, sacred each time we nourish ourselves. Natalie says, hello, did I miss your live over there? Yes, but I did get your question and you can go watch the replay. But I'm coming on right now because I've had several experiences in the past less than a week, maybe 5-6 days, with at least 3 different women, one-to-one, and then feeling different energies, and then channeling in my group this morning, and then reading a scientific document. Where is Amanda going with all this? So the energy coming in right now is really different. I don't know if you guys felt it with the full moon the past day or two, but the energy is very different. We have really let go of a lot of old ideas, and old limiting beliefs and old conditioning and things like that, and we're really stepping into a new way. We might not even be totally sure what that way is yet, and that's okay. I feel like we talk about this with every full moon, with every new moon, but there really is a different energy that's come over the past couple days, over the past week. And I'm going to tell you a couple of the things that happened. I've had at least 3 women go, I don't know what's going on. My body just wants I don't even know what my body wants anymore. It wants something totally different than I've always given it. And it doesn't even feel, it doesn't even feel like my body. We're finally seeing those physical, like the energetic changes coming into the physical. And so you might not recognize your body for a minute. And then I was channeling in my group this morning, and it was great, except I noticed how slowly I was going. And I'm like, why am I going so slow? I had no desire to speed up, but I was like, why is the information coming through so slowly? What's going on? And it's because of this energy, right? Of this, and it doesn't mean the energy is slow. It just means things are changing. So they're not quite clear. We're kind of between 2 worlds. And so, it was like a little bit more difficult to decipher, so to speak. And then I read a a study from, I think it was the University of Cincinnati. Don't quote me on this. I have it open in a tab somewhere and I'll drop the actual study, but I think it's Cincinnati, and basically confirming a lot of what Anthony William has been saying for years, the medical medium has been saying for years, with EBV virus being the cause of many other seemingly unrelated diseases like lupus and chronic fatigue and just all these different things. So I found that fascinating. And so I'm sitting here like kind of with like have all these things rolling around in my head. And then I have been and then I just posted a thing about like, you don't know what you don't know, right? And so on the surface, there's the energy of like, we're finally reaching a tipping point where the collective is starting to really take ownership of their wellness and their health and their self-healing, and realize that maybe the establishments like don't have all the information, right? And we're finally, like, I'm not just talking about releasing old ways, like there's still a lot of people that follow misinformation from the 80s and 90s as far as nutrition goes, and the early 2000s, right? Like, fat is bad for you. We know that fat doesn't make you fat. Sugar makes you fat. What else is a big one? Calorie counting, small meals, like, right? People eating small meals and wanting to lose weight, which is actually sending all your energy to digestion instead of, intermittent fasting can be a better way to reset. I'm not just talking about those sorts of kind of surface level ideas that we're releasing. Like, there's been a lot of upgrades in the wellness community, but a lot of it is wrapped up with the whole mind, body, spirit, like very holistic. And I'm talking about your body might not feel the same way it did last year, last month, last week, yesterday, right? And so I'm just encouraging us as we explore this space to give ourselves a lot of grace and rest and space to explore what your body might actually want. If you've always done XYZ, your body might want ABC right now. So that's what came through a lot in the channeling this morning. And I'm really curious how this is showing up for you guys. Like, have you noticed this new energy? Have you, does it, and it might be coming through, it also just might be coming through in cravings or something, because you haven't yet given yourself the space to recognize what your body needs. Sometimes a generic sugar craving can be like just alerting you that there's something you need to kind of explore there and unpack there, right? As far as cravings go. So I had to hop on and say this. Oh, it usually scrolls by itself. It's not scrolling. I'm so not used to doing lives on my computer. Cool, I'll check it out after listening to you here. Awesome, Natalie. Jana says, yup. Michelle says, yeah, feels kind of weird. It can feel kind of weird. You might feel a little restless. You might feel a little unsteady. But it feels like this is gonna pass in like 3 days. Like, it's not gonna be an energy that, that we always have a continued deeper exploration. But like this part of feeling really like, what am I, who am I, where am I sort of feeling feels like 3 days. Hey, Patrice. Hey, Beck. Hey, Edward. Need for rest. Yes, absolutely. So if you didn't catch that from the beginning, definitely watch it from the beginning. But we have this new energy coming in that's really upgrading our bodies in the physical. And I have the feeling we're being asked to release not just our ideas, but certain, like, really get granular on what we're doing with our bodies and our nourishment, our rest, our movement. Like, your body might want to move in a different way. your body might be asking for different amounts of sleep than you've always needed. Might be asking for different amounts of water than you've always needed. So remember that your body is dynamic and it's always changing. A lot of times we have this idea, especially as women, that our body should always look the same and act the same. And we might not say this, right? But like somewhere in there, we think it should be the same, or we think we should always stay the same weight, which is like ridiculous, right? Your body is dynamic and it's always changing. It's always working for you. So let me catch up on your comments. Yes, feeling kind of fatigued, but not sure how to resolve. Yeah, go rest. I'm actually have tons of work to do, but I think I'm going to take a nap this afternoon. I feel the same. Like I need a little more rest, and I got like maybe not even 7, close to 7 hours last night, and I am a person who needs longer. Intuition, but a little bit fuzzier. It's definitely an interesting time, unsettled, but not in a bad way. A lot of softness underlying the shifts. Yes, Beck. Yes. Pam says, feeling off balance, just craved Chick-fil-A for lunch, so got it, don't usually do that. Yeah, it's those sorts of things where you're not really, I've been like craving red meat, like you're not really sure where these, it's not usual for you, but I invite us to be really put on this beginner's mind, right? I talk in all my programs about taking off, like being willing to take off everything that we've learned and set it aside. We can always pick it back up, but if we put on this like beginner's mind and take a look, because we are total beginners in this moment right now, right? In this day right now, in this new energy that's coming in, we're total beginners, and we are the pioneers that are creating a new way in this world. And we might not know what that looks like yet, but you can kind of start to feel what it feels like, right? You can kind of start like, I don't want to put like big expectations, but I think a lot of times we don't give ourselves enough credit. Like I'm not putting an expectation on you, but a lot of times we don't give ourselves enough credit. Like we are doing an amazing work in the world. We are bringing in like new structures and new ways to be, and we are progressively, maybe not as fast as we might like, but we are progressively getting rid of old cultural conditioning, right? We are progressively getting rid of a culture that sits all day. We are progressively getting rid of a culture that like brainwashes children. We are progressively getting rid of a culture that overeats food-like substance that is not filled with nourishment, and stepping into new ways. So we're creating it as we go. So let's have some grace with ourselves, even if we do eat Chick-fil-A, even if we do eat whatever, and give ourselves a lot of rest and exploration for your individual body, and then seeing how that plays like into the collective, right? Preach, says Patrice. Edward adds earthing and grounding intensely as well. Yes. I actually did in my group Intuitive Eating for Energy, I did a root chakra clearing collective for the collective. If you're in there, you might want to go watch it. It's kind of towards the end of about a 40-minute video because it was just called for. Rest is super important. Yes. Super intense buzzing in ears, downloads. Yes, any of those kind of up-level symptoms you guys might be experiencing right now, totally normal. Patrice says, that full moon knocked me out. How I nourished and detoxed 10, 20 years ago is not the same this year. Same with exercise. Exactly. And what I'm finding, like what I said at the beginning of the video, was yeah, how I nourished and detoxed 10, 20 years ago is not the same as this year. How I nourished and detoxed last year is not the same as this year, right? And even the things my body is asking for could have changed as recently as like a month, like last month to this month, the last full moon to this full moon. So get real curious is all I'm saying. Give yourselves a lot of water, a lot of rest, a lot of nature time. Be really kind and gentle with yourselves. And Beck says, we're on the same page here. Beck says, lots of self-compassion and acceptance. Yes, yes, yes. I really, truly love you, self. Right? I really, truly love each and every one of you. I don't wanna belabor the point and keep you on for too long. Definitely go watch from the beginning. There's a lot of good nuggets in here, but I would love to hear, like, I want to hear your feedback about how this energy is affecting you. I don't think it's any coincidence that I did the elixir class yesterday, because that's a new, well, an ancient and new way of getting a lot of nourishment right to our bodies. I'm going to make the replay available, so if you guys missed it, and you'd like to check that out, that could be a nice way to step into this new energy and these new structures. All right, I love and appreciate each one of you. Thank you for walking your path. Thank you for pioneering this new energy. Thank you for being you and bringing your unique voice to the world. I'll drop that study in the comments below. That basically confirms a lot of what Anthony William has been saying for years about EBV, and let me know how this is affecting you. Let me know. I'm not necessarily seeing any trends with specific foods that people are needing. What I am seeing is that it's totally different from recent months for them. So I'd be curious to hear about what you're feeling right now and how it's showing up for you. All right. I love you guys. Have a great day. Mwah.